Welcome to the One Life podcast with Behka White. This is episode 132, Cultivating Humor. I recently spoke to my son, who is in Guatemala serving a 2-year mission, teaching people about Jesus. I get to talk to him once a week, and those conversations have been heart-wrenching at times and so joyful at times. My boy left as a kid and will return as a grown-up. It has been miraculous for so many reasons. Anyway, for some reason, our last conversation, I was reminded of an experience that we had when he was around 4 years old. So at the time, I had Mariah, age 8, Talia, age 6, Ty, age 4, and baby Sydney, who was about 8 months old. Now, I was a burdened mother of small children. I tried to have fun and laugh, but I often had sensory overload with the chaos, which made me super impatient, and I carried turmoil around with me on the inside. Anyway, this particular time, it was Christmas time, and the kids loved to decorate. So picture this. One baby crawling everywhere, trying to eat everything. 2 girls asserting their independence and opinion about where to put baby Jesus and where to hang ornaments. And my boy, fascinated by the string of lights, stringing them everywhere, except on the tree. I said to him, Ty, you have to keep the lights off the floor. If they get stepped on, they'll break, and then we'll have Sydney crawling through the sharp pieces. Okay, Mom, he said, as he wrapped them around the stair rails, the piano legs, the windowsills, everywhere. So after refereeing Mariah and Talia yet again, I turned around and tripped over the strand of lights. Ty, I said, no lights on the floor. To which he looked unapologetically at me. Well, for me, that was the last straw. I put all the kids in bed so I could spread a little Christmas cheer all by myself. Only not Ty. For whatever reason, he popped out of bed several times, so I sent him downstairs to be with Dad, who was watching TV, while I finished up. So after I got all done, I sat by myself in the dark while the Christmas tree glowed peace and warmth throughout our home. It was beautiful. Then I remembered that Ty needed to be in bed. So when I walked down the stairs, I almost lost my mind. Ty had taken the boxes of all the unused decorations, all the leftovers, and had created a web of cheerful chaos all through the TV room. Light strands zigging and zagging, random tinsel and decorations hanging from unlikely places. It was a disaster. And yes, lights on the floor. I looked at my boy, to my husband, who was lounging unapologetically on the couch, and back to the chaos, and I lost it. I said, Ty, no lights on the floor. I didn't really say that. I more yelled it. I said, how many times do I have to tell you? And to this, he gave me a little side eye in his famous smirk and said, infinity times. I don't get tired of it. He cracks me up, and so I laughed, and I tackled him, and we laughed, and laying on the floor hugging my boy, his masterpiece took on new beauty. I said, wow, you really did a great job decorating down here. He said, yep, and he was so proud of himself. I laughed at this too. So I thanked my boy for bringing a little Christmas joy to the TV room. So, in this difficult moment, I was able to find humor. My boy often does that for me. And we all know that life can be tough, and humor makes it more fun. So today's invitation is to seek for humor, even in the tough times, so that we can enjoy life a little bit more. Until next time, keep living your best life.